Good afternoon. Welcome back to Palmasola Softball Complex here in Bradenton, Florida. It is field number 2, and it's game number 3 of the day here on day 18 of the FGCL. And today's game features the South Bradenton Skeeters taking on the DeSoto Queens. In the third game of the day, we just saw in game number 2, it was a squeeze over the Rodeo, 6-1, and earlier today, the Aquanauts beat the Pioneers 3-1. A little later getting started than we were expecting. It was an hour and a half delay this morning due to heavy rains overnight to get the field dry enough to be able to play here today. Here's the starting lineup for the Skeeters, who enter today's game at 5-10 overall on a 3-game win streak for head coach Morgan Kostler. Brent Baca is the acting head coach today for the Skeeters. Leading things off is Adelaide Hawk, the left fielder. Kate Westmiller, right field, batting second. Avery Barton, second base, bats third. Tegan Riley, extra hitter, batting fourth. Avery Miller, designated player, bats fifth. Lindsay Chadwick, third base, batting sixth. Jenna Redder, shortstop, batting seventh. Annalise Weinberger will catch and bat eighth. Batting ninth is Miranda Gill, the first baseman. And Ava Castillo, the center fielder, batting 10th. First pitch to Adelaide Hawk, fouled away for strike one. They're facing in the circle for the Queens, the right-handed junior out of UCF, Caitlin Cochran. Cochran on the year, making her 6th appearance for the Queens. She's pitched 15 innings with a 1-0 record. 2 runs allowed. They've both been earned. A .778 ERA, 11 hits, 21 strikeouts, 12 walks, and a 128 whip. Hawk down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. As a team, the Queens, through 15 games, have given up 71 runs, 67 earned, 96 hits, 70 strikeouts to 69 walks. Team ERA at .485 and a team whip at 171. Adelaide Hawk batting .298, 14 of 47, 9 runs scored, 6 runs driven in with 2 doubles and 3 walks. Grounds that one to third. A diving stop by Land at third. The throw is not going to be in time and kept from going into the dugout by Desiderio. So that'll be an infield single by Hawk to start things off. Defensively for the Queens, Cologne in left, Howell in center, Blakely in right. Land at third, Byram at short, Doyle at second, Desiderio at first, Grillo behind the plate, Charlton and Ruggiero, the DP and extra hitter. Kate Westmiller now at the plate. First pitch to her is high for ball 1. Westmiller 6 of 41, batting 146, with 6 runs scored, 3 walks and a hit by pitch. Fouled away. As a team, the Skeeters, through 15 games, have scored 76 runs. Their team batting average is up to .284, and the LBP for the team sits at .382. Three balls and 1 strike now on Westmiller. Fly ball to left, and that's going to one-hop Cologne, who made a diving attempt but came up empty, and now back-to-back base hits. Put runners on first and second with nobody out for the Skeeters here in the top of the first. It has just gone final over on field 1, the second window of games. The Impact held off the Circus, final score 9-7. They'll have the Fins and the Slice wrapping up the day in just a little bit. Earlier today, it was the River Mocs over the Sea Cows, 9-2. So Avery Barton now the batter. First pitch fouled away for strike one. Barton batting .324, 12 of 37 with 8 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, 2 homers, 2 doubles, 10 walks, and a hit by pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Foul back, count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Fly ball to center. Howell is there. She'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Now bring up the extra hitter, Tegan Riley. Riley, 10 of 33, batting .303, 9 runs scored, 9 runs driven in. 3 homers, 2 doubles, 8 walks, and 3 hit by pitches for Riley so far here in the FGCL. Fouled off, 1-1. So the Skeeters at 5-10. They enter today's game tied for 8th place. They can get as high as 7th and as low as 11th, depending on how these next 3 games go. In the dirt, runners will take off and take the extra base on the wild pitch. Aggressive base running by the Skeeters here in the top of the first as they try to get on the board first. Fly ball to right. Blakely is there. She'll make the catch. Here comes the throw. It's going to be cut off, and that's going to be a sacrifice fly. For Tegan Riley, Hawk comes in to score, and the Skeeters have taken the 1-0 lead. Skeeters, the 3-game winning streak is the 3rd longest in the league right now, only behind the Squeeze and the Queens. With the Squeeze win earlier today, they've now won 9 in a row. The Queens have won 4 in a row. So now 2-out runner on third for the designated player, Avery Miller. Miller batting .500, 14 of 28, 5 runs scored, leads the team with 14 RBIs with a home run, 2 doubles, 9 walks, and hit by pitch. These two teams will play tomorrow in Game 2 of their 3-game series at noon, right here on Field 2. Fouled away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Came in too high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two swung on to miss. 4 strike 3, and that'll do it for the Skeeters here in the first. But South Branson takes the early lead as they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Played half inning. Skeeters 1, Queens coming to bat. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Skeeters with a 1-0 lead over the Queens. Here is the starting lineup for the DeSoto Queens. They are 12-3 entering today's game on a 4-game win streak. They're in second place in the league. They can get as high as a share for first, and they can fall as far as 6th entering today's play under head coach Presley Pylon. Leading things off is designated player Ty Charlton. Ava Blakely, right field, batting second. Julia Desiderio, first base, batting third. Amaya Doyle, second base, batting fourth. Jemiah Byram, shortstop, bats fifth, batting sixth. Natalia Colon, the left fielder. Carissa Howell, center field, batting seventh. Catching, batting eighth is Sophia Grillo. Anna Land, third base, bats ninth. And Bella Ruggiero, extra hitter, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Skeeters, the right-handed sophomore out of Mercer, Grace Rourke. Rourke on the year, making her 12th appearance for the Skeeters. She's pitched 47 in the third innings with a 2-0 record. 24 runs allowed, 18 have been earned for a 2.66 ERA. First pitch is a strike. 47 hits, 29 strikeouts, and 22 walks. That's a 146 whip for Rourke. Through 15 games, the Skeeters have allowed 118 runs, 102 have been earned, ERA of 7.36, and a team whip at 2.12. Charlton with a swing and a miss. Charlton batting .550, 22 of 40. Takes that on the outside edge for a called strike 3. And Charlton's down to start things off here in the first. That'll bring up the right fielder, Ava Blakely. Blakely batting .324, 11 of 34 with 10 runs scored, 7 runs driven in, has a double and 3 walks. Slow roller to second. Barton is there. The underhand throw. There's 2 away. As a team, the Queens, through 15 games, have scored 135 runs and have a team batting average of 374 and a team on base percentage of 466. But there's 2 outs here with nobody on for Julia Desiderio. Batting .441, 15 of 34. First pitch, bloop to second. Barton's there, she'll make the catch, and that's a quick 1-2-3, bottom of the first, from Grace Rourke and the Skeeters. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We played an inning, 1-0 Skeeters. This is the FGCL. One nothing Skeeters as we move to the top of the second inning. First pitch to Lindsay Chadwick, low and inside for ball 1. Chadwick, 8 of 37, batting .216, 6 runs scored, 8 runs driven in, has a couple of homers, 2 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and a sac fly. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caitlin Cochran out for her second inning of work for the Queens. A junior this past year at UCF from North Augusta, South Carolina. For UCF this past year, had a .687 ERA and a 1-2 record. Pitched 18 and a third innings, 28 hits, 21 runs, 18 earned. She walked 17, struck out 5. It's pitched well for the Queens here in FGCL play. Two balls, 2 strikes now on Chadwick. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got her with the off speed. And there's 1 gone. That will bring up Jenna Redders, the shortstop. Redders batting .371, 13 of 35, 11 runs scored with 3 RBIs, has a couple of doubles, 5 walks, and a hit by pitch. Pops this one up to deep second. Doyle is there, she'll make the catch, there's 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on for the catcher, Annalise Weinbarger. Weinbarger batting .357. She's 15 of 42. Lines this one to second. Doyle is there, and Skeeters go down in order here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Skeeters. This is the FTCL. One nothing Skeeters, bottom of the second inning. Doyle, Byram, and Cologne due up for the Queens against Grace Rourke. Back out for her second inning of work. Work, the sophomore Adam Mercer. Frederick, Maryland. For the Bears in 2025, had a 4.24 ERA, 62 2/3 innings pitched, 75 hits, 52 runs, 38 earned, 28 walks, 35 strikeouts, a 5-4 record on the year. First pitch is a ball to Amaya Doyle. Doyle batting .486. 18 of 37, 11 runs scored, 12 runs driven in with 2 homers, a double, 7 walks, a hit by pitch, and a sac fly on the year. OBP sitting at .565. Swings and misses there, 1-2. The defensive alignment for the Skeeters: Hawk in left, Castillo in center, Westmiller in right, Chadwick at third, Redders at short, Barton at second, Gill at first, Weinbarger catching. Riley and Miller, the DP and extra hitter. Chopper just foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two back to Rourke. She has it. One away. That brings up Jemiah Byram. 1 out, nobody on. Byram batting .348. Hammers this one to center field. That one's back and off the wall. Byram will dig for second. The throw in is behind Byram, and that's a 1-out double. First hit of the game for the Queens, and they have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the second. Off the bat, I thought that might have had enough juice to get out of here, but it was just short. Byram, with her 5th double of the year, stands on second, and Natalia Cologne will be the batter. Cologne 11 of 32, batting .344 with 11 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, has a double, 6 walks, and a hit by pitch. Down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Schwartz tries to battle back after the double. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Cologne does come back, Work does come back, gets a 3-pitch strikeout of Cologne, and there's 2 out now. For the center fielder, Carissa Howell. Howell batting .270, 10 of 37, 9 runs scored with 11 RBIs, a homer, and 3 doubles. 8 walks, 4 hit by pitches, and a sac fly. 1 ball, 1 strike. After the marathon between the Impact and the Circus, Fins and Slice are getting underway over on field 1. No score there in the top of the first. 2-2, swung on a miss for strike 3. And after the double, back-to-back strikeouts by Grace Rourke, and the Queens are held scoreless. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2, 1-0 Skeeters. This is the FGCL. Miranda Gill leading things off for the Skeeters here in the third. 9-10-1 due up. They lead at 1-0. First pitch to Gill. High and away for ball 1. Gill 1 for 9 on the year. 4 walks and a hit by pitch. Fouls that one away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gill with a fly ball to left. Catch is made by Cologne, and there's one away. Now bring up Ava Castillo. Castillo, 6 of 44. 4 runs scored with an RBI. There's a walk and 2 hit by pitches. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Bram Baca, the head coach of the Aquanauts, acting head coach of the Skeeters here for this game. Morgan Kosler, the head coach, on assignment, will be back tomorrow. Little out, 1 and 2. Ground ball foul. Popped up on the infield. Land calls everyone off. She'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the order, Adelaide Hawk. Singled and scored back in the first. Skeeters back-to-back singles and a sac fly in the first inning. Gave them a 1-0 lead. That's where we sit right now as we play in the top of the third. That's taken to right. That's down for a base hit. Second single of the day for Hawk. With the runner on first, 2 out, that brings up Kate Westmiller. She singled her first time. Westmiller, a junior at Longwood from Marysville, Michigan. Batted .174 for the Lancers this past season. 15 of 86 with 11 RBIs, a double, and 11 runs scored. Stole 5 bases. That one bounces in, bounces away, and Hawk will take second on the wild pitch. Two-two pitch. Too far outside, and the count's full, 3-2. Westmiller Soft liner and the diving catch by Doyle for out number 3 ends the inning for the Skeeters here in the third. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the bottom of the third, still 1-0. Skeeters with the lead. This is CFGCL. One nothing Skeeters as we move to the home half of the third. 8, 9, 10 due up for the Queens. Grillo, Land, and Ruggiero. First pitch is a strike. Grace Rourke back out for her third inning of work. Allowed 1 hit, no runs through 2. Grillo batting .313, 10 of 32, 10 runs scored, 9 runs driven in with 2 homers, 2 doubles, 8 walks, and a hit by pitch. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Grillo stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Another 3-2. Another foul ball. Grillo making Rourke work here. This first at bat of the third inning. Blooper, the dive comes up empty for Redders, and that's going to be an infield single over the second base bag for Grillo. Just never got high enough for Redders to be able to get underneath it. Great attempt on the dive, but that'll be a single. And that'll bring up Anna Land. Land 5 of 27, batting .185, 5 runs scored, 4 runs driven in. 6 walks and a sac fly. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit. Opposite way to right field, and back-to-back singles for the Queens. They have runners on first and second with nobody out. And they'll bring up Bella Ruggiero. Ruggiero, 22 of 45 for a .489 batting average. Fouls the first pitch off for strike one. 16 runs scored, 13 RBIs with 2 homers, a double, and 7 walks. That OBP sits at .558. An opportunity here for the 10 hole to get things rolling offensively for the Queens. Fly ball to left. Hawk is there, so make the catch, no tag. There's one gone. There's Presley Pylon, the head coach of the Queens. Former Baylor Bear and LSU Tiger, first year as a head coach here in the league. Ty Charlton steps in. She struck out her first time. First pitch is a strike. Charlton, a freshman at the University of Georgia in 2025 from Lynchburg, Virginia. Batted 200, 5 of 25, 2 RBIs, a homer, and 5 runs scored for the Dogs. Called strike, 1 and 2. That 1-2's in the dirt. It bounces away. Weinberger threw down to third, but there safely after the wild pitch. Both Grillo and Land move up. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 in scoring position now. That one is blocked by Weinberger, and the count's full. Payoff. That's a ground ball to third. Chadwick makes a stop and the throw, and now a runner's caught between second and third. Now they're going to run toward Grillo. Grillo is safe. There's now 2 outs. Runners on second and third for Ava Blakely. 0 for 1, grounded out her first time up. Blakely, a freshman at Lamar from Wesley Chapel, Florida. Batted .214 for Lamar this past year, 24 of 112. 15 RBIs with a triple, 5 doubles, and 16 runs scored. .274 the OBP for the former Tampa Mustang. a little bit inside. 3 balls, no strikes. That one's well hit to left center field. That one's back and up against the wall. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and sliding in safely with a 2 RBI double is Ava Blakely, and the Queens take the 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. So the 2-out production gives the Queens a lead, and that will bring up Julia Desiderio. She's 0 for 1 with a pop out. Desiderio, the junior at South Carolina this past season. Entered the portal, staying in the conference, heading to Florida from Hudson, Florida. Did not play this last season for the Gamecocks. So I believe should have 2 years of eligibility remaining. Fouls that one away. A ball and 2 strikes. And we're looking for a softball. They're at the top of the second over on field 1, and the Bradenton Slice have jumped out to a 6-0 lead over the Finns. Off the end of the bat, and that is going to be a foul ball. Just to the right of the chalk, down that right field line. That one's fair down into left field. Byram stands at third, and Desiderio with the 4th hit of the inning for the Queens. Runners now on the corners with 2 outs. As that will bring up Amaya Doyle. She grounded out her first time. Nice grab by Chadwick at third, and she throws across the diamond from her knees in time to get the out and retire the side. What a play from Lindsay Chadwick at third to keep the Queens with just the 2 runs here in the third, but that does give the lead to the Queens as they get 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 3, 2-1. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. Avery Barton leading things off for the Skeeters here in the fourth as they try to answer back. The Queens lead at 2-1. Barton had a fly out her first time up. Caitlin Cochran back out for her fourth inning of work. First pitch, high and away for ball one. Cochran threw three, has given up one run, which was earned on 3 hits. No walks and 2 strikeouts. Foul that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barton, a junior. At Mercer. This past year for the Bears was 3 of 33 at the plate with 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 3 runs scored. From Monticello, Georgia. Fouls that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and miss. Strike 3. One out now for Tegan Riley. She had a sacrifice fly her first time. Lone RBI of the game so far for the Skeeters. They tried to again answer back after the Queens scored 2 in the bottom of the third. And that's a fly ball to left. That's up against the wall. Riley will dig for second. The throw in is going to be late, and that is going to be a 1-out double for Tegan Riley. Hit it into the teeth of the wind. So not enough to get out of here, but the 1-out double is exactly how things got started for the Queens in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Avery Miller. Misses low and away for ball one. Miller, a sophomore at Longwood this past season. Batted .247 for the Lancers, 21 of 85 with 13 RBIs, a homer, 3 doubles, and 5 runs scored. Strikeout earlier today dropped her batting average here in the FGCL below 500, I believe, for the first time here this season. And the count 3-0 now. That's right in there for a strike, 3-1. Blown away for ball 4. Runners now on first and second with 1 out. And Grillo's going to go out and talk things over with Cochran before Lindsay Chadwick steps in. Chadwick 0 for 1. Struck out her first time. Junior at Jacksonville this past season. Originally from Tampa. For the Dolphins. Batted .130, 9 of 69 with 9 RBIs, had a couple homers, a double, and 8 runs scored. Flashed the leather in last half inning. First pitch is a called strike. Chopper to third. Land makes the stop, steps on the bag for the force, and there's now 2 away as Chadwick reaches on the fielder's choice. Two out runners on first and second now for Jenna Redders. 0 for 1 with a pop out. Redders, a junior at Green Bay this past season. Batted .306 for the Phoenix. 45 of 147. .27 RBIs, 3 homers, a triple, 9 doubles, and 28 runs scored. .366 the LBP for Redders. Chance here for 2-out production. That one's high and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind, the breeze picking up, blowing in. Trying to cool us down a little bit. 1-2, fouled away. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Cochran has it. Makes the throw, and the Skeeters strand a couple here in the fourth, and they can't answer back. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Queens. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Queens with the lead. Byram, Colon, and Howell do up for DeSoto here in the fourth. Ava Miller is now your first baseman for the Skeeters. Grace Rourke back out for her 4th inning in the circle. Through 3 innings, she's given up 5 hits and 2 runs, both earned. Three strikeouts and no walks for Rourke so far here in the game. Byram. Double her first time up. Just out of the reach of everyone. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second, over on field 1, the Sly still with a 6-0 lead over the Finns. Hard hit ball back up the middle. And Byram now 2 for 2 on the day with a single to add to that double. Ty Cologne now the batter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Cologne, a freshman at Longwood. Was 3 of 10 for the Lancers this year with 4 runs scored. From Clifton Park, New York. Called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Going to be fouled away. After today, there'll be 2 days left of the regular season, Monday and Tuesday. They host the awards and the All-Star game coming up Wednesday. The playoffs start on Thursday. First round and quarterfinals will be on Thursday. Semifinals Friday, championship game Saturday. As we wrap up the 6th season of FGCL play. Make sure you're following the FGCL's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, every other social media outlet. Up to date on any schedule changes and updates from the league. So it's fouled off. That one's a hard hit ball through the 5-6 hole into left field. And back-to-back singles for the Queens. Start things off here in the 4th, just as they did in the 3rd. First and second. Nobody out for Carissa Howell, who struck out her first time. That pitch is fouled away for strike 1. Howell, a sophomore at Liberty from Lakeland, Florida. That ball bounces away from Weinbarger, and both runners advance on the wild pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. Stop made, and the throw is in time from Barton to first. That'll be an RBI ground out for Carissa Howell, and it's now 3-1. Queens with the lead. Byram scores. Cologne to third. There's one out with a runner on third now for Sophia Grillo, who singled and scored her first time. A hard hit ball back up the middle over the second base bag, and the RBI single from Sophia Grillo makes it 4-1. Queens with the lead. This is what the Queens do. First pitch is a called strike. They're just a relentless offensive team that doesn't just mash you, but they are consistent. And they drive in runs. Ground ball to short. Stopped by Redders. It throws in time for out number 2. Two out now, runner on second for Bella Ruggiero. She's 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ruggiero registered this past year at Florida State. From West Palm Beach, Florida. Batted .617 as a senior in high school. That one's lined to center field, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Rounding third is Grillo. She will score. Ruggiero is safe at second, and the Queens have scored 5 runs over the last 2 innings, and they lead it 5-1. So the double for Ruggiero makes it now 5-1. Back to the top of the order, Ty Charlton. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And a base hit here by Charlton could be the dagger. Here comes 2-2 pitch, Charlton. High and away, the count's full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Charlton fouls it away. That's a ground ball to second. Collected by Barton, and that'll do it for the Queens here in the fourth. But DeSoto adds to the lead here in the fourth inning as they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4, 5-1 Queens. This is the FGCL. We move to the top of the fifth. Queens with a 5-1 lead. Skeeters looking to start chip away, and that first pitch is low for ball 1. To Annalise Weinbarger, who's 0 for 1. She lined out her first time. Weinbarger, redshirt junior at Winthrop this past season from Yulee, Florida. She transferred to Winthrop from Coastal Carolina. She batted .238 for Winthrop this past year, 15 of 63 with 6 RBIs, a homer, a triple, 3 doubles, and 6 runs scored. Fly ball to shallow right. Blakely calls off Doyle. She'll make the catch for out number 1. We'll bring back up Miranda Gill. She's 0 for 1. She had a fly out her first time. Gill from Sarasota. First pitch is a strike. Sophomore at Weber. Lines this to left. That's down for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Gill. Now bring Ava Castillo to the plate. She popped out her first time. And that'll bring in a courtesy runner, Redders, to run for Gill, who is a pitcher. First pitch to Castillo misses for ball 1. Castillo, a freshman at New Mexico, entered the transfer portal and is headed to Lubbock Christian from Mansfield, Texas. Scored 15 runs for the Lobos. Chops this one to short. They'll throw to second for 1. So the fielder's choice erases Redders. So now 2 outs for the runner on first. Back to the top of the order, Adelaide Hawk. 2 for 2 on the day with a couple of singles and a run score. Ground ball to second. Doyle 6 with it, makes the play for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Skeeters here in the 5th, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We stretch on field 2. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-1. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-1. Queens with the lead. Ava Blakely to lead things off. Had a 2 RBI double her last time up. 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch misses for ball 1. It's a new pitcher in the game for the Skeeters as Grace Work will turn things over to Miranda Gill. Work went 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs that were all earned. No walks and 3 strikeouts for Rourke. Miranda Gill entering the game. Her 12th appearance for the Skeeters. She's pitched 23 2/3. With an 0-4 record, 47 runs allowed, 40 have been earned, a 1.83 ERA. 57 hits, 4 Ks, 7 walks, 270 the whip. 3-1 the count now on Blakely. Other changes defensively for the Skeeters. Mueller is now at short and Miller is now at first. That's ball 4. Blakely reaches on the walk to start things off, and that brings up Julia Desiderio. 1 for 2 with a single back in the 3rd inning. Ball inside, the throw down, and caught stealing is Blakely. And they're going to challenge that one, so hold on here 1 second. Well, the caught stealing is upheld. Two balls and no strikes on Desiderio. Fouled that one off, 2-1. Low and in, 3-1. Over on field one, they're in the bottom of the third. The Slice now lead the Finns 7-1. Comes in high for ball four. Desiderio draws the walk. Runner on first now and one out for Amaya Doyle, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Grounded foul. That one's grounded foul. Another foul ball. There is a velocity drop off when you switch from Rourke to Gill, so the Queens are having to try to make that adjustment here. Fly ball to right. Catch is made, and Westmiller gets back in quickly, and there's two away. So now two out runner on first for Jamire Byram. First pitch to her is bunted back to Gill. She makes the stop. The throw is in time for out number 3 to retire the side. Queens here in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. We've played 5. 5-1. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Queens with a 5-1 lead over the Skeeters. Due up for the Skeeters here in the 6th, Westmiller, Barton, and Riley. And they'll be facing a new pitcher for the Queens. Ella Brooks will take the ball from Caitlin Cochran. Cochran at 5 innings gave up 5 hits, 1 run it was earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Brooks making her 14th appearance. She's pitched 39 innings with a 6-1 record. 39 runs allowed, 38 have been earned for a 6.82 ERA. 48 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 30 walks, a 2 whip for Brooks so far on the year. Brooks, a freshman at North Iowa Area Community College in the transfer portal. Line to third, a leaping grab by Land, and there's one away. That brings up Avery Barton, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. Fouled that one back, 1-1. Chase the off speed, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Holds off on that one. It's high and away. Now bring up Tegan Riley. Riley's 0 for 1, a sac fly RBI in the first, and a double in the fourth. There's a liner, and that's going to get all the way to the wall in right center field. Riley will dig for second. Now coming home and thrown out at the plate is Barton. Very aggressive base running there by the Skeeters. Ill-advised. So that'll be a double for Riley, but the runner out at home. So 2 out now, runner on second. Avery Miller, the batter. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. First pitch. High for ball 1. Well hit deep left field. That one is back and gone. 2-run homer off the bat of Avery Miller. And the Skeeters pull closer. It's now 5-3. And unfortunately, that does make the out at home even bigger. 2-run shot instead of a 3-run shot, but Skeeters back in the ball game. For Miller, that is her second homer of the season, and RBIs 15 and 16. That'll bring up Lindsay Chadwick. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. One pitch from Brooks. To the backstop, 2-1. High and out, 3 balls and a strike. Counts full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Skeeters still with the tying run in the on-deck circle. Down now 5-3. It's fouled off, got a piece of everyone. Another 3-2. High for ball 4. That will bring the tying run to the plate here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Alexa Mueller will be the batter. First pitch high for ball 1. Mueller batting .303. She's 10 of 33 with 7 runs scored, 6 runs driven in, has a homer, and 2 doubles, 5 walks. .395 the on-base percentage. There's a chance here to really make this one interesting. Already 2 in the inning for the Skeeters off the 2-run homer by Avery Miller. Freshman from Harvard steps in. Three balls, no strikes. .3-1. That's up the middle, and that's through for a base hit into center field, and it gets past the center fielder. Rounding third is Chadwick. The throw is not in time. Muller stays on third. There's a single for Muller and an E8, allowing the run to score, and allows Muller to reach all the way to third. It's now 5-4. Queens with the lead, but now the tying run at third base for the Skeeters. First pitch to Annalise Weinbarger is a ground ball to short. Byram makes a stop in the throw for out number 3 to end the inning, but the Skeeters pull within 1 as they get 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 6th, 5-4. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. Bottom of the 6th inning, 5-4. Queens with the lead. First pitch is a fly ball to right. Tracked down by Westmiller. Off the bat of Natalia Colon, and there's one away. Skeeters with a 3 spot in the top of the 6th, pulled within 1. They have the momentum right now. Miranda Gill in the circle. Krista Howell 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out. First pitch misses for ball 1. If McGill can keep the Queens off the board here in the bottom of the 6th, the Skeeters have all the momentum in their last chance at bat in the 7th. Second inning of relief for Gill. She's got a couple of walks, but no one's reached past first base today on her. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a fly ball to deep left field, but that is going to stay in the ballpark. Hawk is there. She makes the catch, and there's 2 away. I think there are some days here on field 2 that would have been out of here, but wind blowing in. Tough to get one out to left field. Sophia Grillo now steps in 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. And the first pitch is a called strike. Dropped in on the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Grillo thought it was high. Reaches down and takes that one to left. Hawk is there. She makes the catch for out number 3. And Miranda Gill induces 3 flyouts. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. The last chance for the Skeeters. They're down 5-4. This is the FGCL. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Queens clinging to a 5-4 lead over the Skeeters. 9-10-1 due for the Skeeters, and they'll be facing once again Caitlin Cochran, who has re-entered the ball game, replacing Ella Brooks, who in an inning gave up 3 hits and 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks and no strikeouts. Earlier here in today's game, Cochran Went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run it was earned, 1 walk, and 3 Ks. And she's going to start off facing the opposing pitcher, Miranda Grill, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Tying run at the plate to start things off for the Skeeters here in the 7th. First pitch right in there for a strike. Win today for the Queens would not only extend their win streak to 5, but would go a long way toward clinching that bye in the first round of the playoffs, the top 4 seed. No balls and 2 strikes. Skeeters trying to move up. They can't get in the top 4, but they can get as high as 7th. And the win today would extend their win streak to 4. Fly ball to center. Howell is there. She'll make the catch for out number 1. So 1 out now for Ava Castillo, the center fielder. 0 for 2. Popped out in the 3rd, had a fielder's choice in the 5th. First pitch is a strike. Over on field 1, they're in the bottom of the 5th, and Slice have a 7-2 lead over the Finns. Popped up on the infield, and that is going to be tracked down by Byram behind the circle for the out. And it absolutely had to have it play there, because if that one falls, that's going to be an infield single for Castillo. Instead, there's 2 out, and the last chance for the Skeeters is Adelaide Hawk, who's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a run score. First pitch is lined and caught by Doyle at second for out number 3 to retire the side and end the ball game. The Skeeters go down in order here in the 7th, but they put a scare into the Queens here today. Your final score, Queens 5, Skeeters 4. With the win, the Queens improved to 13-3 and improved their win streak to 5 in a row, and the Skeeters see their 3-game win streak snapped. They're now 5-11. For the Queens, they got 5 runs on 9 hits. They committed 1 error and left 5 runners on. For the Skeeters, 4 runs on 8 hits. They did not commit an error, and they left 6 runners on base. So once again, your final score, Queens 5, Skeeters 4. That'll do it for day number 18 here at the FGCL on field number 2. Coming up tomorrow, we'll be back with another triple header starting at 9:30. For everyone here at the FGCL, I'm Tom Canterbury. Thanks for joining us, and good evening from Bradenton.